Hi, it's John Cook here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how we use spin selling for negotiating deals. If you haven't heard of spin selling before, Spin Selling is a hugely influential book written by Neil Rackman. He argues that the importance of asking the right questions in a sales conversation. So customers, or in our case, vendors, will only be motivated if they identify that there is a need and that you have a solution to that particular need. Because there are times when vendors often forget that they have a problem, the questions that you ask are really, really important. So spin selling describes a process that reveals 4 types of questions when asked in sequence will significantly increase the likelihood of converting a lead into a deal. So in short, these are: number 1, situation questions. Here we understand the vendor's situation. The background information can then be used to guide the following conversation in an appropriate way. So examples include, I might ask, how are the tenants looking after your property? How many rooms have you got full at the moment? Or when did you last do any decorating? The second set of questions then to ask are problem-based questions. So the trick here is if you can get the vendor to acknowledge that there's a problem that needs to be resolved, they're far more likely to give you their attention. Some of these questions might be: what are some of the problems you've had recently? Do you find it difficult sometimes managing the tenants? Or what maintenance problems do you find you get? Third set of questions are implication questions. The purpose with these questions is to make the vendor eager for a solution to the problems that they've just identified. So if you get this right, the vendor will identify the effect, consequences, and impact of the problem not being addressed. So for these you might ask, if you don't get tenants in soon, what do you think might happen? Or if you can't sort out the damp issues, are tenants really going to want to move in? The fourth and final set of questions are called need payoff questions. So the final stage of spin selling is to encourage the prospective vendor to consider how valuable a solution to the problem that they've identified would be. So the secret to getting results here is to ensure that the vendor specifies the benefits themselves. Encourage them to visualize and imagine what would be different with that problem gone. That way they place a high value on what you have to offer. So examples here might be, if you could get rid of the headaches, what would you do with your free time? If you could generate pure passive income through the money that I'm going to give you as guaranteed rental income each month, rather than have to work tirelessly for it, what would you do with the money? Or if I could take the problem away, what impact would that have for you? The book Spin Selling has been a great resource for us, and with the techniques mentioned, it's helped us to convert many of the leads that we've generated. So if you think it might help you too, check out the book in our shop. Thanks.